So today I'm going to be talking about the cross-country RV trip that me and my family took. We went to 24 states, including Canada, and a lot of our days on our trip were driving, so I'm going to be skipping days at a time. And the first place that we went to was a stop in Groom, Texas. And it was a giant cross, and it's the second biggest in the United States of America. And around the cross, they had lots of crosses with Jesus carrying them and Bible verses. And they had the Jesus standing on the cross and the tomb where he died. And then after that, we went to the Parthenon replica in Nashville, Tennessee. And this is a full-scale replica. And we got to go inside of it. And they had the Greek statue Athena, the goddess of love. And it was really cool to go and see, and it was great to go see the full-scale replica of that. Then there's the Biltmore Mansion. The Biltmore Mansion is the biggest mansion that I've ever seen. It has over 150 rooms, and it's really amazing. And if any of you get the chance to see it, I would recommend it. And that was in Asheville, North Carolina. Then we got to go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Myrtle Beach was a great beach to go to because the water was really warm, and the salt water, when it got in your eyes, it stung a little, but the beach was really fun to go to. And there was actually a water park right on the beach that we got to go to after going to the beach. And that's my brother Jack going down on a water slide. And then we got to go see the White House in Washington, D.C. And we actually got to go and take a tour of the White House. And we weren't allowed to bring our phones inside or anything to take pictures. But when we got inside, it was a really great experience and really fun to go to. And then there's a picture of the Washington Monument. And then after that, we got to go see the Lincoln Memorial. And that was really cool to see because the statue was huge compared to us. And it's really cool because he was a really great president and one of my favorites for what he did with slavery. And then the very next day, we got to go to the Washington, the Capitol building. And the Capitol building, we actually got to go take a tour of it. And we started about half a mile away. And we went underground. And we went through a tunnel and came up. And we got to go inside. And on the top of it, there's a painting on the ceiling of God meeting with his son Jesus. And it was really cool. And then we went to New York City on about the 20th day of our trip. And we got to see the Statue of Liberty. And in this picture, we were actually on a boat called the Beast. And that's the boat. And it would go about 30 to 40 miles an hour. And after about a mile or so, it'd do a huge 180. And then water would spray it from the back and come all over your head and get you all wet. And my brother Jack didn't like it. He started crying and holding on to my mom. And then we got to go to Dylan's Candy Shop, which is a 2-story building. And it's a candy shop, and it has one of the biggest gumball machines I've ever seen in my life. And they actually have a bar for adults to go to and get special candy drinks with alcohol in them. And then after that, we went to Carlos Bakery, and they have a TV show of this place, and it's called Cake Boss. And we got to go inside of that and get some of their pastries. And I actually got a signature from him, which was pretty cool to go to. Then we got to go to Fenway Park. We didn't end up having time to take a tour of the park because we were a little rushed since we only had 32 days to go across the state and back. But we got to stop by and take some pictures outside. Then we got to go to Niagara Falls in Canada. And we went to the Canadian side, and it was really great to see and go to. And it was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. And if I ever have the chance to go there again, I will. And then we got to go ziplining at Mackinac City in Michigan. And that was the first time I've ever been ziplining, so it was really cool to go to. And it was one of the most fun things I ever did. Then here's me and my brother at a Minnesota Twins game that me and my dad went to with my brother. And when we went there, it was really cool. We got to see the Twins play. And about 2 years ago, the stadium was fairly new. So it was really cool to go to the stadium because it was really nice. Then after that, we went to the Mall of America, which is the biggest mall in America. And it has lots of roller coasters in it. And we actually left the game early and got to go on some roller coasters at the Mall of America. Then we got to go to Mount Rushmore in North Dakota. And that was really cool to see our president's faces and carved into the mountain. And it was really awesome to go to. And that's a picture of my family outside. And most people don't get the chance to go on cross-country RV trips like this. But if any of you do and you have the chance, I would for surely recommend it. And I had a great time on my trip. And I hope if you guys go on one, you will too. Thank you.